of text messages. One for you, Shy. I'm following up on the discussion that we had as a part of your lead. I'll read it verbatim.
Ooh.
A running back might last 5 years in the league if lucky. Why waste the number 4 pick on a running back?
I don't think they only last 5 years. I mean, Saquon Barkley's on his second contract. That means he's lasted 5 years, and he's going real strong.
Derrick Henry
is into his 30s. I mean, look, some guys are just built different, and I just think Ashton Jeanty is one of those guys. I mean, the guy led the nation in yards after contact. He not only did he have 2,600 yards rushing, after contact last year in college football, he had 1,900 yards rushing. This guy is just awesome. I don't know what it is about him.
Against Ohio State? Was that Ohio State? Who do they play in the playoff?
They play
Oregon, right?
Oregon.
And he ran for over 100 yards.
Yeah, he was not non-factor in that game. Entire non-factor.
Well, the first Oregon game, he almost rushed for 200.
I think in a lot of cases, experience informs the decisions that you make as you go through life.
Right.
And certainly Mike Vrabel had success with an extraordinary running back.
Right,
So maybe that's why there's smoke. There is fire around that smoke that they're suddenly interested in taking him at number 4.
And you could get away with a guy like him, especially like when you look at the running backs that are successful, other than McCaffrey, excuse me, you can get away with those having a good running back when you have a quarterback that you can sprinkle in some runs. So, like if you look at Saquon Barkley, you bring up Jalen Hurts. So you have to defend for the quarterback as well. Same with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. So if you can say, hey, we're going to utilize Drake May's legs, so not only are you going to have to defend Drake May in the running game, but you're also going to have to defend Ashton Jeanty. That's going to make things easier for Jeanty because they're not just going to be able to key on him.
Okay. I just would ask, what team, like first-round running backs that helped lead a team to a Super Bowl?
To a Super Bowl?
Like, I just think about that position. It's a luxury. Like, I think it'd be great. I'm sure Jeanty
First
will be
round
fine.
running
Yeah, but when
backs.
you look at the talent level of the rest of the players in the draft, I would rather just get the best player available than like take a random swing on a guy.
Well,
like,
I would give you you said first round running backs that led their team to a Super Bowl.
Sony Michel?
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. Yeah.
Right, but he was not. That's not the team he was drafted by. Is what I'm talking about. Like on the team that
Oh,
you've
you're
been drafted,
staying on the team they've been drafted by.
because the purpose is to draft them and turn them into a champion.
Yeah.
And you just you look at a guy like Sony Michel, but the Patriots would have won without Sony Michel. I mean, any other running back could have done that.
it's just if you have questions on Will Campbell, like if you trade for Kolton Miller, you have your left tackle, so you're not drafting a guard at 4. And then if you have questions on Tet McMillan or you have questions on Jalen Walker, you just take the best player on the board, and it's Ashton Jeanty.
Right. I'm just looking at guys like Najee Harris, Travis Etienne. Like, I don't see it. I don't see the guy that's going to be.
Yeah,
even
but
Bijan
he's so much better than those two guys.
Is he so much better than Bijan Robinson?
I think he's better than Bijan Robinson, yes.
He's pretty good, Bijan Robinson.
I mean,
Bijan's
so
good.
much better? I don't think so.
I wouldn't say like so much
Boise?
better, but like I think he is much better, yes.
And Bijan Robinson's good, though. So if you had a guy like Bijan Robinson who plays for the Atlanta Falcons, and he went in the top 10, I believe.
He went 7.
I think when you look at this, to kind of like, all right, if Shime wants to go with trading for the left tackle, now if you're sitting there at number 4 and we're saying Travis Hunter and Abdul Carter are gone.
Are both gone. Yep.
I guess I could live with that. I mean, me personally, I could live with that. I like Tyler Warren. I mean, I just want to get.
Well, yeah, you have been all over them drafting a tight end.
I would drop down a little bit to get Tyler Warren, pick up an extra draft pick.
But I don't know. It just seems like the last 24 hours, that's what you're hearing.
Right, but you're going to have to get a skill player, right? So let's say they go the Shime route and they trade for that offensive lineman.
Yeah.
At number 4, you're either going to go wide receiver, you're going to go running back, or you're going to have to go offensive skill player.
Yep.
And so out of the offensive skill players, maybe Shime's right. Ashton Jeanty might be the best available one.
But even if we were to redraft the 2018 draft, you would have said the Giants would have been far better off taking Josh Allen over Saquon Barkley, even though Saquon Barkley's had a probably statistical better NFL career.
Yeah, but you don't need the quarterback. We're talking about you're there at number 4. You got your tackle. What do you take? If you're there at number 4 and you, Greg, you brought this up and I hadn't heard it, that they're interested in Jeanty. what would you take? Do you take Jeanty? Do you take Tetero and McMillan? Do you take my guy Tyler Warren? So I think you would take, and if you are looking at skill plays, he's probably the best available skill player left.
This is David. Hello, David.
Hi, good morning, guys. Great show, as always. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think we're overlooking the power of a running back. Marcus Allen on his second year.
Right.
Not the first, second year. Okay, went to the Super Bowl. So don't dismiss a good running back. Maybe not the first year.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was
But
that
just give it a
was
chance.
that before or after he smashed OJ's wife?
Good question.
Okay, all right.
I mean, Walter Payton. Walter.
I think overall Curtis's point is generally right. It's
Right.
just with this draft, and you have to take every draft on a case by case basis. Like I don't think there's a better player to take. I would be fine with trading down if you would rather do that. I'm okay with that. But if you're sitting at 4, I think you just take the best player available
Right.
if you've already traded for your left
And,
tackle.
and the running backs are starting to come back when you start to look at value of having a really good. So you're starting to see a lot of teams. If one guy is like legit, like we brought up Bijan Robinson, they're starting to utilize their top 10 picks on running backs.
All right.